Okay, I'm back now. I wanted to make in case I got cut off, I wanted to make a new VOD for this thing that I'm gonna be doing in a second. Yeah, I wanted to make a separate VOD so that it's like kind of separated. Because sometimes I do like let's play things and then and then I go to do another thing for like 3 hours that has nothing to do with the game, and then I upload it with the same title. Okay, so let me welcome back. Thank you. Let me pull up my list. It's so many people. It's gonna be a long stream. Give me a second. Typing something out. Alright, so, I mean, how should I do this? Should I go down the list, or should I just, like, because I have, oh, these should be kind of mixed up, though. I feel like this should be rearranged, because I don't think, I'm, like, a little closer to some of these people now. But I have a list of like, 3 sections where it's, like, people I'm really, like, close to, people I'm, like, not as close to, but, like, we still, like, I consider them friends, and then people I'm not close to, like, at all, but I, like, admire. But I have this list changed, so I think I'm just gonna go down the list this time, because these relationships have changed. Like I've grown closer to some people, and then I've grown further apart from other people. But I still want to talk about all of them. So anyway, buckle up, because this is gonna be a long time. I'm gonna start with the person that actually got me into the VTubing community in the first place. Like, the first video that I watched, it was like this person was like, a 5-minute guide to Kanae, and it's Kanae from Nijisanji. my Oshi from Nijisanji, who, man, I don't know what, like, just enticed me to be like, this is good content. But I watched that 5-minute clip, and then I was like, okay, well, is there more? So I just went down a rabbit hole of clips, and then I met with my friend, and then, anyways, I've told that story a million times, so I won't tell that story until you get there. But endurance streams like a madman kind of reminds me of Yuko. Honestly, that's all I have to say. I just really like Kanae as like a personality. And also I have him to thank for me being here. So, you know. Next would be Eyes Real. I went to his debut, and I think I actually found him through Hiroe, because Hiroe retweeted something of theirs, and then it was like a voice acting clip of some kind, or them acting out a personality. And then I was like, this is good content. I am in love with like their voice acting. It's so good. I don't know, chaotic, super fun, love streams. I don't participate in the streams anymore. I did like a little bit after his debut, but not anymore. Now I just lurk. I have quite a bit of points. I'm getting close. I think I have like 83k, something like that. I'm well on my way to 100. I lurk in the streams a lot. After that would be Issa. I just really like Issa's singing. Like a ridiculous, like, it gives me so much serotonin, like a ridiculous amount. I love her singing. When she does karaoke streams, I just sit there and I do my work, and I'm like, yes, this is good content. Thank you. Having a good night. We interact on Twitter, but we're not like close. I just really like her content. Would recommend checking her out. Issa VTuber, Crow VTuber. Yeah. She's a very, very powerful voice. I remember I showed her to my best friend who took vocal lessons. She's like, she knows like her way around like singing and voices and stuff. I do not. Best kind of chaotic person. She is very chaotic. Love it though. I also like her aesthetic. Very nice. But I showed like a singing clip to her and she was like, she took vocal lessons. Like just the first thing she said, she's like, she listened to Issa for like, my best friend listened to Issa for like 5 seconds. She was like, she took vocal lessons. I was like, I mean, makes sense because of how like, just, oh, so good. Okay. I look up to Issa of like, her singing. So powerful. So strong. An absolute girl boss. I need to lurk in Issa's streams more often. I did come to the debut. I listened to the cover. I think is it called Gunjo? I don't remember. I listened to her cover, her like debut cover on loop for like the entire day. Okay, so the next person. How did I meet? How did I find out about Issa though? I actually don't know. I assume through Usami, because I followed Usami like shoot, I don't remember. Something like October, November, December, somewhere around there. I know it's a very wide wide range of months, but like somewhere in that time I followed her and then like I put her on notifs. My alarm's going off. I put her on notice and then I guess she retweeted something of Issa's and then I listened to it. And I was like, this is good content. And so I followed her. I think that's probably what happened. Now this community is very small. Like it's a small world. Everyone's like connected in some way, which is like really interesting. Like it's kind of cool, but also like could be bad in some sense, but we're all like pretty chill here, so in the end it's honestly pretty fine. It's a good time. We vibe. Okay, so next I have Eco. And Eco would technically be like a tier up now because like okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I'm in the... Here, wait, I have a command for it. I am in... Moonlight... I can't tell you guys. I'm in a VTuber group called Moonlight Flowers, and we're still building stuff up, because it's Eco's first time doing something like this. But, Eco actually reached out to me and asked if I wanted to join. And I was kind of like, I don't know, because first of all, I'm not really all that active, and also I'm like, I don't even know what I would bring to a VTuber group, I'll be honest. But he was like, think about it, because, you know, maybe you'll learn something from it, you know, you'll like, you know, gain a skill or something, like why not, you know? I know if he was, yeah, Yuko Haku is in it, actually, Lena is in it. I think those were the two people that I knew mostly of. Like, I think I might have seen a couple of them here and there, but I didn't know them by name. Like, I think I saw Kai around, and I think I saw Kiari, like, around, but I just didn't know who they were until I joined the group, and then I looked into them. So at the time, when I joined the group, the only people I followed was Lena and you. Yeah, right now we're planning out. We're still in planning stages. we're planning out a ARG, which is an augmented reality game, which is just like an interactive game where you. I saw some Lorelane streams at some point. Oh. It's just like an interactive game where the audience can participate and stuff. But we're still working it out, so it'll probably take a little while to get it all out. But I didn't expect. I was like super flattered, and I did not expect to be asked to join a group. So Eco has a place to my heart. Let's just say that. Also, beforehand, I actually made this list way before he asked me to join the group. And the reason was because I looked up to him for his streams, for his interviews specifically. You know, just interviewing anyone, and I remember I would listen to them at work and just kind of like, it's just a very like chill time. Something to listen in the background, but also there's some really interesting viewpoints on some people. And he's interviewed a lot of people, and a lot of people that are in similar circles to me. So I think what he does is really cool. Also really love Eco's design. Like the model. I really love Eco's model. And the whole like aesthetic. It's just so good. Like chef's kiss with simp. You know? Okay. Moving on. Who should I even pick out from this list? Man. Okay, who's relatively short to talk about? Let's do that. Because I don't know. Fusion. Let's do Fusion. Oh my god. Hold on, I don't have any mods here, it's just me. Suzu Hyatt. I think I also have a command. Librarian, I think. Welcome, Raiders. I am going down memory lane. We just made it past. We're on the 5th person. I hope you had a good stream. Another Trails of Cold Steel stream. How was it? Did you win? Did you have fun? That's good. Oh, you know what I should be doing? Here, I'll do this. Or maybe I can do, wait, hold on. I have an idea. Guys, I have a good idea. How do I, wait. New note. I'm gonna write down the list of people that I have done in order, because I feel like it's mean to make them scroll through the entire video if they want to see their message. So let me just see if I can capture, where is it? Window capture. Window, oh man, okay, let me see if I can find it. Pain. Maybe is it not window capture? It should be. Let me type something in it. Maybe that'll help. Oh, maybe show. Oh my god. Pain. It should be here, but it's not here. Wait, I found it. Let's make the color white to match the vibes. Okay, there we go. Let's make it shorter. And let's move me a little bit over here. There we go. So we've done I'll do the full name. And then Issa VTuber. I don't know if that's her actual name, but Eco, EST. I believe that's the name. All right, so the next one I'm gonna do is Fusion. I call him Fusion. I think, is it Upload? Upload is the that's close, right? I believe. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember how we met, and the best guess that I have is through the small the circle of friends that came from like Usami. That is the best guess I can put out there, because honestly I couldn't tell you. We kind of just met one day and then it's just like, yeah, okay, well, I don't remember much. I think he came to early streams like in January before I had affiliate, and they would come and say hi and then like lurk, which was always nice of them. We're not like particularly close, but like he is someone who I consider as like someone who contributes to, you know, me being here. And so I always appreciate lurkers and such. I don't think he hasn't been here in a while, but you know, it's fine. Let's see. Next, let's do Moxie. I don't know what the handle is. The artist Moxie from MSA. The brain rot and the absolute power Moxie holds is something that I look up to. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Well, I think if you know, you know. It's fine. I think I still have her on notice, and I just kind of like lurk, and I just kind of like see. But like the absolute power artists have just is mind-blowing. Always appreciate people who can put their ideas to life like so easily. Jay does the same thing too. Here, I'll put Jay on the list too. Why not? Because I do follow her on Twitter, and I also have notifs on for her as well. The both of them are kind of a package deal, to be honest, too. I always associate the two of them together because I always see them, like, interacting and stuff. And I remember when Discord calls in Hidoi's server were really active. I remember there were a few times where Moxie would join, and I remember her talking about Jay and how shy she was, so she probably wouldn't have joined the call, at least at the time. I don't know about now. So I don't think I've ever been in a call with Jay before, but I have been in a call with Moxie, and Moxie's chaotic and good energy, good vibes. I passed the vibe test. Seriously though, but like artists who can just like sketch ideas and stuff so easily is like great power. Big brain. Who's next? We can do Kirin. Honestly, Kirin is just someone I look up to because she's my wife. But also, like, okay, I know she posted about it one time on Twitter, but she at the time she was in school and she was juggling like a bunch of clubs and being like, I think in the student council, and then doing streaming, and then being successful in streaming, and then having a really good voice for singing. And she's also pretty relatable. I was just like, I remember when she posted about that, about how one tweet in particular that I remember was when she was talking about how you shouldn't assume the life of about 3 o'clock. What, like my clock? My pendant? I'm kind of reversed right now. Hold on. It's just 3 a.m. You know, witching hour? Or at least, is it this one? Nope, that's the wrong one. Flip horizontal. There we go. That's the correct one. No, I just like 3 a.m. because it's commonly associated with the witching hour, and I am a witch. That was the whole idea. But I remember the one time where Kieran was talking about how you shouldn't assume the life of VTuber and how you shouldn't expect them to just stream on a whim. You know, like, you should be considerate about what's going on in their private life. Because, you know, she's super busy and so she can't stream all the time, and then, like, you shouldn't complain about that. I don't know, I was just like, wow, she's struggling, like, she's juggling all these things, like, she's so big-brained. So I remember I looked up to her to that because, I don't know, doing all of that and streaming, it was just like kind of, I just kind of like looked up to her like in awe. And I think I think she's younger than me too. So I was just like, man, Kieran, you're so powerful, girl boss. I don't remember how I met Kieran either. I could have just followed a bunch of people. I think I might, probably through Hudaway as well. Because I remember Keating, actually no, I remember now. It was a call one night where there was a bunch of people in the same call, and then we followed like each other because we were all like, oh, we're all talking in the same call, I'm gonna try to follow everyone, you know, so we can like keep in touch and stuff. And Kieran was one of the people that I followed at that time, and that was months ago, and I've just kept up with her ever since. Melly would be one of those people too. We'll talk about Melly later. Let's talk about Tang, the artist, and I think right now she is a cat grim reaper. Also one of my wives. I really like her art style. It's kind of like a painterly art style, and honestly, the only thing I think we also met in a call in Hidaway's server. I met a lot of these people that I'm going to talk about in Hidaway's server for the, like, when I met them for the first time, it was in Hidaway's server. She's just really sweet. I like her energy. We kind of just vibe and call. Yeah. I don't know. Tangy, the way she paints is really different. I know most people like it's the painting style, more and more realism rather than the like anime style most people use. It's still anime, but she uses like realism. I can't speak, which is always really nice. It kind of like sets her apart from other people. What's her username on Twitter? Is it just the Tang or something? Or Tang VT? It's Tang VT on Twitter. It's like I like it. It's really refreshing to see something different. I know, and her design is cute. Her newest one. She's changed quite a bit, but like I think she's stuck with what she has right now. But I like her like semi-realism, but there's also like a anime type vibe to it. It actually reminds me a bit more like a Korean style of art. But it's super nice. I wish her all the success. My wife. Also, every time I come into a call with Tang, she's like, Edda! It gives me serotonin. It's so cute. I have so many spouses, guys, you don't understand. Let's talk about Strix. I'm just going down the list of people that I talked the least about because it's gonna get super long soon. So, Strix or Broken Hammer. I I honestly did not expect him to like notice me. He's come to my streams before when time allows it, because I know we live in different time zones and he also has work and stuff. I also really like his vibe. I remember when I followed him for the first time. I have no idea how I found him. But I remember when I followed him for the first time, I was like, oh wow, like someone who's not a like cute anime girl or an ikemen handsome man, or like a, you know, like a Shota or whatever, a young child looking character. Like he was I think it's because of his military background, but he's a tavern owner, and he's an owl. I didn't know he was an owl until like way later. I didn't realize that he was an owl VTuber until way later, and then I was like, oh. I remember at the time it was like something different, and I was like, I really like his design, like really refreshing to see someone choose a different style of a character. And his voice is nice too. But I honestly didn't expect him to like follow me, and he likes my tweets often. So I really appreciate it whenever he stops by or gives like interaction on my tweets. It's always nice to see him around. I also call him, I ended up sticking to calling him Strix. Most people call him either, they call him like initials like Broken Hammer, so like BH, or like Hammer or Broken. But I ended up just sticking with Strix because it sounds the most natural. Let's see, who else can we talk about here? Let's talk about Dill. Dill is someone who was also here in my early days, and I don't know, I think it was from Rowan VTuber. Dill's full name, I think, is AV Fighter Dill or something like that. I think he changed it because he has a new design now. Yeah, now it's VMF_Dill. He shortened it a bit. He still kept the name in his profile, but it's a different username. Yeah, he recently changed his design into something a little more nice and intricate. But he came to like super early streams where I was like, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. I think he lurked, and I assume, my assumption is that he came from Rowan because I followed Rowan, November, something like that. I could go check, but I'm not going to. Like November or end of October. I think it was November though, to be honest. And I think they were friends at the time, or like he was a regular still on Rowan's stream, and then he probably just hopped over as a fellow supporter of Rowan's streams. So he stuck around for a really long time, which I do appreciate. I wish I could lurk on his streams more. I have been more lurking more often nowadays, but before I wasn't really, which is a mistake. But yeah. Let's see, who else? Let me just make sure. Wow. Yeah, why don't we do Rowan next? So Rowan is someone who I followed for the design. I think I remember really clearly how I found him because Hideaway tweeted out something like, come follow this cool looking alchemist, and I was like, the design is pretty nice, so I checked out his stream. And I ended up liking his voice. He was playing Herbs at the time, I think. I think it was Herbs. Like, I vaguely remember it looking like Herbs. And I was like, oh, the voice is nice. The design is nice. And he's like dad energy. Like, not daddy energy, but dad energy. Like, he just has that vibe where he's like the dad friend. And I thought that was kind of funny, so I followed him. And I think at the time Hiroe said, when I was like, oh, I like your design, your voice, so here, take my follow. And then Hiroe was like, here's another Ikemen for your collection. And I was like, hello, what do you mean collection? I remember we both laughed at it at the time. And that's where we met, and then I've just been a regular since then. I have collected quite a bit of points. If I didn't spend them, I would probably be pretty close to 100k by now. Because I'm getting close to 50k. And I used 25,000 on a redeem. So at least 75k of channel points on his stream. So I lurked a lot. And it's nice to see him grow and gain more like followers. Because I think he deserves it, to be honest. I don't remember what his thing is. Rowan. I think isn't it just Rowan VT? No. I'm completely wrong. It's Adler, Adler, Rowan. That's his Twitter handle. No, that's his full name, and he's an alchemist VTuber. He's doing his first anniversary endurance stream soon. When is it? August 27th? So like 2-ish weeks? 3 weeks. 3-ish weeks from now. He came to like he came to my like first streams. Back when I didn't have an overlay, I didn't even have a PNG. I didn't even have a PNG. He came to like literally one of my first like maybe 5 or 10 streams. I don't even know how he knew. But he did know, and he followed, and I was like, Rowan, what the heck? I'm like test streaming, hello. So that was sweet of him. Loki gives off boomer energy, but I know he's not. Who is next? Let's do Jaesoon, because honestly the only thing I have to say is that I'm a big fan of Jaesoon. I think he also came in from Usami's like squad, the Uds Close Kids, as I like to call you guys from a while ago, the Uds Claws Kids. I don't even know. He kind of just showed up. I didn't even think. He also snapped my founder's badge, which was super unexpected. Like I honestly didn't think I would get all of my founder's badges taken in that stream, but they were, and I don't know why Jaesoon subbed. I'll be honest. He just did, and I was like, well, okay. Anyway, big fan. Big fan. Let's see who's next. We can do Div. I should have done Div with Dill and Roman. Div0. I think that's still her handle on Twitter. Because that's how I remember her. It's like Div0x or something. The way it's not letting me find Div's username. Or is it Zero Div? I don't know. Wait, I got this, guys. I'll find it. Actually, didn't I? Oh wait, I got it. Okay. It's xdiv0 on Twitter. She's I actually don't know, AI VTuber. I think we also met through Rowan and Dill, and probably Hiroe too. She's super sweet. she did her own model, and she's a 3D model user, which is completely valid. She's so powerful. She does a lot of I don't know if it's Vroid. I think it's Vroid streams where she edits her model or makes a new outfit or something, which is really cool. She's a super hard worker, and she's also a programmer. Oh, okay, sorry about that. What was I saying? We've been in a call a couple times before in Hiroi server, of course. Where else? I'm like only on calls in Hiroi server if I'm ever in a call. I remember she explained about her ideas and thought processes about one of her models, and she was like explaining it. She showed us her model and like tested it out and showed us a bunch of stuff, and I was like, Div, this is so big brain. Like, I could not wrap my head around this. She's so smart, so big brain. I could not have the patience to do it. So powerful. And then when she talked, it was so kind of logical and very like explaining it, and I was just like, oh my god, what is happening? And she's come to my streams before. I remember, like, mostly my just chatting streams. When I used to do my like Gremlin hour ones, back in the day. I don't do them anymore because I grind at night, but like by myself. Actually, I've been going to bed early, except for yesterday. Yesterday I couldn't fall asleep, so I ended up starting to rig stuff for practice. Let me take a drink of water. Let me see. Okay, let's do Laracio. Someone who I actually looked up to for a long time, and then we like became like we got married. He's also one of my spouses. I remember like I was not expecting Lara to see that tweet and be like, "Hello, can I be your wife?" Because Lara's like, her whole thing was, well, eggs, and then also being known for having a very large collection of wives and husbands and spouses. Like, I remember when she debuted last year, I believe. It was in December, around the same time as Ice. Maybe I should put Laracio. I think it's still Laracio on Twitter. Yeah, Laracio VT. I came to her pre-debut streams. I'm so sad. I was busy the one stream where the egg meme came to light and existed. But I came to the one before that stream. And I think the one after too. And I was a regular for a little while, and then I got really busy, and I feel bad for not being an active regular. I used to be like a really active regular, but I do not have the energy to be an active regular on like any stream anymore. Like maybe the best would be Hiroe's for some like specific games, but I just don't have the energy. Sometimes Rowan's too. And actually, I'm actually pretty, like, if I'm on Yu's stream, Yukohaku's stream, I'm pretty active as well. For the most part, though, I'm not an active viewer anymore. Because I just don't have the energy and I don't have the time. Like, I'll just lurk and then do work, is usually what ends up happening. But, like, I remember when she asked to be my wife, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be a part of Lara's, like, infamous wife list. It was a weird, surreal time because it was around the time where I first started getting more exposure, which was also, it's still like weird. Because before that, I was just a full V supporter with just streaming as a exercise hobby kind of thing where I practiced talking for a long time because I was really bad at talking until like last year because I started working. But I wanted to practice like talking for long periods of time, and I like lost my train of thought. Like talking for long periods of time and kind of keeping the conversation flowing, because I was always bad at that when I was younger. Like I'd always let my like friends take over the conversation and I just like kind of pitch in every so often. But now I talk a little more. I help, actually I do the talking more often now. Let me see, who else is on here that I like could talk. Oh, Rilu. I don't know what's Rilu. I really admire Rilu, but let me see what Rilu's Twitter is. Red do Rilu. Red, like the color, DU, and then Rilu, her name. Captain Rilu. I really like the community that she built. Also, she's so chaotic, and her editing skills are really funny. She's kind of like a meme master. It's kind of, and also the amount of scab she orders or buys all the time. Kind of ridiculous, kind of powerful, on par with Jair, in my opinion. And also, because she also gets a bunch of models and stuff all the time too. Like meme models and like chibi models and things like that. I know Rilu as an energetic girl. I know Rilu as like one of the most chaotic people that I know of. And I really like I really kind of look up to the way she can entertain an audience. Because every time I'm in a stream of hers, it's always entertaining. Like, even though I don't know what is going on in the game, even though I'm not interested in the game, it's always entertaining to watch Rilu. I don't know how many. I have quite a good sum of points on Rilu's stream too. I think it's definitely over 30k. I just don't know how much. By how much. I've been in a call, like quite a few times with Rilu in Hidoe's server because she was quite active in there. I remember on April Fool's Day she did. It was my most memorable memory from April Fool's Day this year was her bread model. I was in a call with her and, you know, other people, of course. And she busted out her... Iko was there, too. I remember Latte was there as well, I think. Rilu had her bread model, and there was, like, echo, like, reverb, and she'd be like, wee-woo, and it would echo. It was so ridiculous, but so funny. And the bread model was so cute. And it was adorable, but the joke was that she used the bread Rilu used this speech to text, or text to speech function where she would use it to speak and then like look menacingly into the camera. Because you know you can share VTube Studio as like a screen share and then use that in Discord calls. She would look straight at us at the camera and I'd be like, oh my god. And then she would use speech to text. I would be like, Weelu, what was it? Weewoo? I'd be like, Weewoo, where's Rilu? And then it would be text to speech. She'd be like, Rilu's in the back. She cannot get out. And I was like, hello? I was like, oh my god, this is guys, I don't know about this one. And I think, I don't remember exactly, I think she left. She was like, I'm gonna go like explode the ship or something, and then left the call. And we were like, oh my god. At some point we just heard like a text-to-speech voice just being like, run. We were like, oh my god. I remember Iko at the time was like, oh dear God. A menace to society. But I really enjoy Ryu's content. Especially her little videos. Really enjoyable. I laughed at her trailer thing. I don't know if it's a YouTube trailer or a Twitch trailer. But man, it is so entertaining. Love Ryu. I also think it's cute. I mean, I think this is just my brand now. But a lot of people have started calling me Dear. Like, it started with Ren. I guess not Ren. Not even Ren. It started with Hiroe. Hiroe did it first because they changed my name in their server to Dearest Adeline. Right now it's the resident wife. But I remember I was like, oh my god, my heart. And then it became my tag, my art. Well, it's not even art tag. It's kind of more of like a creative tag rather than an art tag. But I don't have enough space in my bio to call it a creative tag. So I just put it as an art tag and then put everything in there. It's Dear Adeline because my idea was people are sending stuff to me like a letter form. And then Ren started calling me Dear, and then Jer has started calling me Dear, and Ryu calls me Dear, or Dearest Adeline, or Fair Adeline, or Milady. It's kind of hilarious. Interactions with Ryu on Twitter always a joy. I should do Melly, and then I'm gonna take a quick break to get more water. So Melly is another one of my spouses. Actually, I think Melly is like one of the first few. Yeah, Melly's my third spouse. We got engaged third. Actually, I think I got engaged to Jer, Cora, and Melly all at the same time because we were like, okay, but like, what if we just got married? Like, all of us. We're just general. Everyone's just married, and that's what happened. We also met in Hiroe's Discord in a call specifically, and we followed each other in the first call that we met. And she's a sweet girl. I don't talk to her very much, but we do call each other wife. She my wife. A very cute wife. And then she went through a redesign recently, so she's not a little demon anymore. She's a cat VTuber, I think, if I remember correctly. And she has her old design was cute, but this new design is very cute. She has short like orange hair, you know, like orange hair with like I think white streaks if I remember correctly. I might be remembering wrong. Melly's so sweet, so cute. Yeah, it's just Melly_VT. She doesn't stream because I think she's just busy and maybe doesn't have equipment, I'm not really sure. Or maybe it's because she's in the middle of a redesign. Once in a blue moon, you might see a stream from her. I think I've been to like 2 streams of Melly's. And Melly gets around quite a bit too. But yeah. Always a joy. Melly's around. Do like fawning over Melly. Okay, I think all these people here I have quite a bit to talk about. Maybe not. Okay, there's like 2 names on here that I could talk about for a short amount. I'll do Mia after this. Mia. But I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I also really did not make a tweet. And so, I have made a tweet now. Okay, so Mia. Mia, I kind of associated her with, like, the bigger, like, VTuber, like, you know, like, those VTubers are just kind of unreachable. And I remember when I coined my, like, full name, I searched for Miyano just in case, like, the last name. And I did see, well, actually, I don't know if I saw, I think I might have saw Mia, but I was like, it's just one person, so it should be fine. I didn't have Miyano in my name title for a long time because I wasn't a VTuber, technically. And then I was. So, I followed her through Hidaway, or maybe through a long string of looking for people to follow and then following her. I might have also found her through Hey1 as well. Here, Miyano. And then one day, she kind of just reached out to me out of nowhere. And she was like, is it okay if I, like, adopt you? Because we have, like, we chose the same last name. Like, what a coincidence we chose the same last name. Is it okay if I kind of, like, adopt you and then we become sisters? And I was like, yeah, why not? I would be, like, honored to be the Mia's little sister. And we actually live quite close to each other, too. So who knows, maybe one day I'll meet her in person. But it was kind of like one of those things where I was just kind of like, I was just shocked. That's a hell of an introduction to make to someone. Yeah, I'm not gonna read. Oh, I'm back. Welcome back, Shrimpy. Alright, got confirmation. It's pretty far back nowadays. And we talked for a little bit, and she offered if she wanted to do, like, if we wanted to do a little singing collab, but I was like, I don't know, I'm not, like, at the time I'm not confident, like, at all in, like, recording. Singing is one thing, doing karaoke is one thing on stream, but actually doing, like, an actual recording and then, like, putting out a song, like, actually, it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'd be capable of that, you know? I mean, I would like to try one day, but, man, it's stressful. But yeah, her literal first DM to me was like, OMG, hi Eda, I noticed we chose the same last name. And then I was like, yeah, like, oh my god, yeah, by, like, total coincidence, because we didn't know each other at all. Like, I literally had no knowledge of, like, I used the last name, I used Miyono for a long time, and then I changed it to Miyano because Miyano is an actual last name. So that's how it happened. And then she just out of nowhere DM'd me one day, and I was shook. Yeah, we should be, yeah, welcome back. I know I'm, like, kind of distracted, but, like, welcome back. I hope you had a good time lurking. I don't know. And then she wanted to design me an outfit just for fun, and it was cute. And then we DM'd a bit, and then she was like, can I call us the Miyano sisters? I want to, like, adopt you as my baby sister. And I was like, what? Hell yeah! I'd be honored as heck to be the Miya's little sister. And then she made the tweet, and I was just like, because at the time I like looked up to her as someone who's just like bigger and just, you know, more popular. So that was like a weird, surreal. This is back in March. That was a weird, surreal experience. And now she's Miyane, my VTuber sister in the community. I think she's like my only older sibling. I have a mom. I have many spouses, many friends, perhaps a bodyguard here and there. But yeah, that was like a big thing for me at the time. I remember freaking out about it. I was seeing that DM being like, "Hello, the Miyano." Anyway, moving on. Let's do Hiru. Because it's here. Hiru, well, I definitely 100% can guarantee you met through Hirue, or I found Hiru through Hirue. Like, there's, it's like, how else would I have found him? I didn't follow, because they were friends beforehand, Hirue and Hiru. Or at the time it was Hiro and Hiru, and I always got the when I spoke about them, I always got the names mixed up. But like, that's besides the point. I didn't, like, even though Hiroe promoted Hiru all the time and like they would collab together, I think actually in the first few streams of Hiroe they collabed. They did the goose game, Untitled Goose Game. Is that what it's called? That's what they played. I don't remember if it was for the first few streams or if it was the pre-debut streams where they were trying to get affiliate. I think so. I think it might have been pre-debut. I didn't go to them because I was busy at the time in school. But I think that was where I first heard about Hiru, because it's literally like duck before my time. But I didn't follow Hiru for a really long time, because back then I was really picky, because I was only a viewer, so I would only follow people that I knew I would watch regularly, and which was very few people at the time. Nowadays I just follow anyone who's either really good design, nice voice, or just in the same circle. My standards have for following people have just gone way down, which is fine. But yeah, back then I didn't, even though I knew Hiru, I didn't follow her for a really, really long time, until like maybe January, maybe December, I cannot remember. And now Hiru is just a sweet Doug VTuber. I don't think I didn't go to her debut. I don't remember. But yeah, now I know Hiru as a sweet Dr. VTuber. We love and appreciate Hiru. We must protect at all costs. Also, we do a lot of handshaking because of food. Asian food in particular. A lot of handshake emojis with Hiru. But yeah, now I find Hiru to be a joy. Did I underline it already? Okay. Let's do Korra, because it's next on my list. Korra is somebody I met through the Hiroe server. I don't remember when it opened. I think it opened in December, the server. So I didn't really pay attention to who the regulars were in the server at the time. So I was actually just like, I looked and I went to see what Korra's like first messages were, because I wanted to see if we like interacted at all. And it was like literally the opening of the server. It's just really weird, because I feel like you'd have to be a regular, right, to talk that much in a server. And I just like didn't remember Korra at all. Maybe I just didn't pay attention. I did not pay attention to Hitaway's regulars on the streams. Unless they were a VTuber themselves. And then we got into a call. Because there was that huge thing where there was a call every day in Hitaway's server for a while. And I'd hop in and we'd chat and vibe. We vibed together. They were playing Herbs. And I was just vibing, reading manga. I miss that. I know, right? I miss those chaotic times. They moved to different places. I know MSA has a lot of things happening, but I'm scared of MSA. Also, I think I was taken out, which is fine because I think I'm not gonna go into it, but it was just gone from my server list one day, and I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I was super inactive. Like, I was not active in there at all. I would just lurk in there sometimes. But MSA is scary. Oh, Kay invited me. I haven't talked to him in a while. I hope he's doing okay. Yeah, Kay was the one who invited me. And I was like, yeah, I don't see why not. And he had the authority to do so as well. And I was in there for a really long time. And I kind of just lurked in the messages. I didn't actually, like, participate because MSA scary. Brain rot do be good, though. Like, I follow Jay and Moxie, right? And I have them on notifs, both of them. And the brain rot is immaculate. I remember when they did the high school AU. I was like, this is good. I love high school. Like, I love high school AUs or like modern AUs of like fandoms and stuff. It's a good AU. I like thought about it. I talked to somebody. I talked to somebody about it. I was like, okay, but like, what would I be? And we had a whole discussion and brain rot session too. It was fun. I love brain rot. But yeah, Korra, actually, Shrimpy, when the brain rot Korra put out the other day. Wait, which one? The VTuber anime? Oh, yeah. I saw that. I didn't read too much into it though, because I was like speeding through my Twitter timeline. I've been falling behind on the notice. VTuber anime though. Man. Mood DBH, yeah. Time just goes by so fast. That's why sometimes you'll see me liking posts from like 12 hours ago. I'm just like, do not see, do not perceive. I am not here. I love Anna. Jer, please. But yeah, actually, when we first started doing the calls, and I started getting to call with Korra and actually you, Shrimpy. Because near the beginning, you didn't actually come into call, or at least you might have, but I just happened to not be there. You know, by coincidence, I'm always busy when you're not in call. So we didn't actually, the two of us didn't, you and I, didn't actually come in to call too often together. But Korra and I vibed one time, and then Ren came. And then Korra third wheeled a little bit. But then I was just dying because the voice is a very powerful weapon. I shy. But I remember when the three of us would be in a call somehow, like at some point. It's 12. I always got the two of you confused. And I think it's because you guys are blue. Like, both of you were blue. Like, your profile picture and your name color. Actually, no, the name color was but like the profile picture. Mostly the profile picture. I always got the two of you confused. So I was like, they're both blue. Therefore, it's the same person. We're blue, we're non-binary, and we're gremlins. I was like, same person. Yeah. Now I know the difference, of course. But like, back then I was like, I can't. I do not know. Oh, it was so bad. my god. But yeah, we just vibe. Actually, Core came to my Gremlin streams when I used to do them, and I remember we had a few discussions